they're going to call a foul on another foul now. I'm not sure now what they called. They called a foul on David Johnson on that one-on-one situation for elbowing. That'll be Johnson's third foul of the game, and
that's a technical with it, Jeff.
So it'll be Brian Brown at the free throw line once again, and he puts it off the back of the rim, no good. And now it'll be some more free throw shooting for Shawnee Mission East as Logsdon goes to the free throw line. Brian missing his second one, and East is really not doing well from the line tonight. Logsdon with a two-shot foul, it goes up and in. Logsdon's 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Usually hits better than that, but he makes his next one. And Holiday takes it up court for Wyandotte. Crosses the timeline, being pressured by Bill Kelly. Bounce pass goes to Vastel. Vastel off to Roberson. Roberson drives to the free throw line, hits Vastel. It's stolen by Bill Kelly. Kelly goes down. He's going to go up with it, and he lays it in. Bill Kelly lays one in for Shawnee Mission East. That was his first bucket of the night. And Holiday comes up court for Wyandotte, and East is only trailing by 12 now. Pass goes into Calvin Thompson, who's in the game, and Thompson with a 15-footer for the baseline puts it through. Calvin immediately comes into the game and scores. Logsdon throws it into Glazer, who cannot put it in, and Brian Brown out-positions Calvin Thompson, gets the rebound and scores. And Roberson brings up court for Wyandotte, crosses the timeline. Dribbles it around and loses it. Brian Brown gets it. Hands it off to Jeff Elfelt. 5:20 left to play. Elfelt down to Log. Logsdon throws it over to Kelly. Kelly at the free throw line is up and in. Bill Kelly puts one through. East is trailing by 10, and Wyandotte calls a timeout. East spurring up a comeback with 5 minutes, 7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. They're trailing by 10, and they were down by 17, John.
Well, they're bringing it back. Wyandotte's gonna have to get some intensity. And down this stretch, Jeff, they don't have the men. Look how many fouls they have.
A lot, whatever. A lot of players from Wyandotte are in foul trouble. The only one in foul trouble for Shawnee, only 2 people in foul trouble for East are Glazer and Kelly, who each have, Glazer has 4, Kelly has 3. 5:07 left to play, and
21 fouls.
We'll stay tuned.
Including 4 on Kenny Taylor and 4 on Calvin Thompson.
Mind everybody, stay tuned. This ball game is far from over as East is only trailing by 10. Anything can happen. There's 5:07 left to play. The girls have already won tonight, winning in overtime against the Wyandotte girls team, avenging their loss earlier in the season. Roberson will inbound to Moore, who is new in the game for Wyandotte. So Roberson will throw it into Moore. And the crowd dies down a little bit. And Moore hands it back to Roberson, who crosses the timeline. Throws it out to Calvin. Calvin near the half-court line, dribbles it in. Being pressured by Brown. Throws it off to Holiday. Holiday pressured by Kelly. Looking for somebody to pass to. I thought it was carried, but referee didn't call anything. Pass goes out to Thompson, who's gonna drive the lane, puts one up, it's off the rim, no good. Mark Logsdon gets the rebound. Throws it over to Jeff Elfelt. Elfelt crossing the timeline. It's stolen by Maurice Holiday, who's gonna take it up court for Wyandotte. And he lays it in. So Maurice Holiday with a key bucket for Wyandotte.
So it's back out to 12 points now, 6 field goals behind for the Lancers.
Elfelt off to Kelly, back to Elfelt, who hits Log. Log inside to Glazer, but it's broken up, and there's a foul called on Mark Logsdon. Logsdon picks up his first foul of the game. And it'll be Wyandotte down on east end of the floor shooting on a one-on-one. It'll be Moore shooting for Wyandotte. So the comeback has seemed to die down a little bit now, John.
Well, they can come back, you know. It's obvious they got to get some unanswered buckets here. very fastly.
Moore puts one up, it's through. Moore makes it, 4:13 left to play, and Wyandotte's up by 13. Second one goes up, it's in. Elfelt throws it over to Logsdon. Logsdon back to Elfelt at the top of the key. Takes a few dribbles and will pump from the top of the key, it's up and in. Perfect switch for Jeff Elfelt, who likes that shot from the top of the key. Brings it within 2 and Roberson controls. Crosses the timeline. 3:51 left to play, bounce pass is stolen by Bill Kelly. Kelly's gonna take it down for Shining Machines. He goes up with it, lays it in. Bill Kelly with another steal and a breakaway. And Bill Kelly narrows the lead to 10 once again, and Holiday takes it up court for Wyandotte. 3:33 left to play in this game. Holiday drives to the baseline, pressured by Elfelt. Turnaround goes to Thompson, but it won't count because he was fouled before he got the shot off by Brian Brown. So Calvin Thompson goes to the line, and Brian Brown is exchanging a few words with Thompson.
Lane Funk will come into the game now, as Laner did not see action last night against South.
He goes in for Log, and it'll be Thompson at the free throw line, and Brown has 2 fouls. 3:25 left to play, Thompson at the line. It's perfect. Second one underway. Ball goes up and it's in. Wyandotte leads by 12 and Lane Funk takes the ball down for Shining Mission East. Goes over to Elfelt. Elfelt takes a few dribbles, back out to Funk. Funk inside to Glazer, he goes off his hands and into David Johnson's. Johnson throws it to Holiday. No, excuse me, Moore. Moore controlling, being pressured by Funk. Funk goes for steal but doesn't quite get it. Bounce pass goes into Holiday, lays it in. Maurice Holiday, big player for Wyandotte tonight. He's the lead scorer for Wyandotte. Glazer takes it up and in, and he puts it through on the other end of the court. And Moore will take it up court for Wyandotte. Passes it off to Thompson, who dribbles it past court, half court. Takes it inside over to David Johnson. Johnson goes up with it, no good. Rebound, Thompson back in. Thompson with a tip in. Elfelt brings it down for East, and things are getting a little bit sloppy now. Goes to the free throw line and hits Brian Brown. Brian Brown, a turnaround jumper, puts it through. Brian Brown gets the bucket, and East is down by 12 with 2:13 left to play, and it's a timeout called by Wyandotte. So with 2:12 left to play, Wyandotte Bulldogs are beating Shining Mission East Lancers 58-46.
Excellent display, Jeff, but again, you know, Lancers are hitting well from outside. This half probably better than the Bulldogs, with the exception of Thompson. Not being able to do the job all around, though.
Well, I'm impressed by Wyandotte. I don't care what you say. I think they're a first-class high school team.
They are, at that.
First-class high school basketball team, and if they do go on, a lot of people were saying that the winner of this sub-state was going to win state. And I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of the other teams in the state, but this has been an impressive ball game, especially for Wyandotte.
Fans are beginning to file out now.
Well, not that much.
Yeah.
This place is still pretty well packed.
Well, it takes a while.
It'll be Wyandotte ball, they're up by 12, and they'll probably go into some kind of four-corner delay, I suspect. Hedrick into the game for East now. Hedrick and Funk, two guards. Moore throws it off to Holiday. Holiday down to Thompson. There, the windup goes into the four-corner offense. Thompson being pressured by Brian Brown. Dribbles past Brown and throws it over to Roberson. Back out to Thompson. Thompson back to Roberson. Hands off to Holiday, and David Johnson goes up for a stuff on the tip-in, and they're going to call him for a technical foul because they say it's not legal.
He hung on the rim there, Jeff. Can't do that. Bill Kelly got called for that in Coffeyville.
Yeah, and so Ken Glazer will shoot the technical throw. And he's trailing by 12 with 1:45 left to play. Glazer makes it 11. And it'll be East ball. 1:45 left to play. Would have been pretty cool if he could have converted that dunk tip in.
That would have been interesting to see, as Elfeld will go to the game now.
And Hedrick controlling for East. Goes off to Funk. Funk over to Brown. Brown at the baseline, dumps it off inside to Glazer, who puts it up and in. Ken Glazer, who Calvin Thompson tried to draw a foul, but that time they didn't call it on Glaze. So he picks up another bucket. And Thompson controls for Wyandotte. They're only up by 9. There's 1:22 left. He dribbles behind his back, throws it over to Johnson, goes up, and David Johnson slam dunks it. For his 4th point of the night. Doug Hedrick throws over to Lane Funk. Funk driving inside to Ken Glazer. Turn around, he goes up and in. Ken driving to the hoop.
Wheeling easily, and looked like an NBA team there, Jeff, on that well-maneuvered play by the Bulldogs.
I don't know, Roberson that has it for Wyandotte, crosses the timeline over to Moore. Moore takes it out, 55 seconds left to play. Wyandotte will go to state as they will win this ball game. Holiday over to Roberson. Roberson, and Doug Hedrick is called for reaching in on Roberson. So Darren Roberson goes to the line, Hedrick goes out of the game, and Jeff Elfeld comes in. 46 seconds left to play. 60-51. I remind everybody to stay tuned for the scoreboard show with Richard Whitehead. Roberson has a one-on-one situation. The shot goes up, no good, and Ken Glazer gets the rebound. Glaze off to Lane Funk. Funk controlling for Shiner Schnees, crosses the timeline. Drives to the middle, throws to Bill Kelly, takes an outside shot up, no good. Rebound, Dave Johnson clears the boards. Johnson to Moore, over to Maurice Holiday, and with a little nifty layup, puts it in. Maurice Holiday is going to be the lead scorer for Wyandotte today, and Elfeld throws to Lane Funk, who puts it through, almost in. No good, and they're going to call a foul on Lane Funk, a charging foul. So Lane picks up his first foul of the game. And 101 straight goes to David Johnson. 21 seconds left to play. Goes over to Moore. Moore controlling, pressured by Funk. Throws it to Calvin Thompson. Thompson being pressured by Brown. 1-on-1 with Brian Brown. Dribbles through his legs. And referee is going to call something. I'm not sure what. I guess they call a turnover on Calvin. Brown was happy about that. 8 seconds left to play. 51-62. Kelly has it off to Ken Glazer. Turnaround jumper is up and in and out from Ken. 2 seconds left. And that's all as Reese Holiday holds it for Wyandotte. Wyandotte will go to the state tournament in Wichita. East has ended its season not on a successful note, but they did an excellent job, and this was an excellent ball club that I've seen here. One of the best high school teams I've ever seen play, John, if not the best.
The Bulldogs did a great job, but you got to hand it to our guys. Hung in there all night. Didn't have the depth that Wyandotte did, and played them well all the way through, and brought it back in the latter portions of the game. So the
Wyandotte fans are celebrating. The fans bring out their #1 banner. And again, the final score is 62-51. The Wyandotte Bulldogs, #1 rated in the city, state, and rated 39th in the nation, will go to the state tournament as they defeat the Shawnee Mission East Lancers. And Richard will be bringing you the halftime show. The big score for tonight was Maurice Holiday, the guard for Wyandotte. He had 20 points. Thompson was the second leading scorer with
for East in that fourth quarter. Glazer had 7 in the quarter, Kelly 6, Brian Brown had 5 and a couple for Loxton and Elfeld. So East should not be ashamed of how they played. I think they played probably the best they've ever played. And you know, to their maximum potential. So you really can't take away from anything away from East, who's playing a team that has so much ability as they have. Coach Ted Owens of KU was out scouting some of the players for Wyandotte, such as Calvin Thompson, I believe. In the scoring department, Glazer led for East with 19 points, 13 for Brian Brown. Kelly had 6, Logston 5, Elfeld 6, and Wetzler had a bucket for 2 points. Or I can't remember them, those might have been free throws. Thompson for Wyandotte had 22 points, he led in the game. Holiday had 18, 10 for Roberson, 6 Taylor, 4 for Johnson, and Moore had 2. In the free throw department, East, and this is probably one of the reasons why they were down, they lost the game by 11 points, was they only shot 65% from the free throw line. And for Wyandotte, they shot 100%, 8 for 8 from the charity stripe. And that is probably one of the main reasons of the 11-point margin at the end of the game. So East will not go to the state competition. And this strikes me as funny personally. 12-0 in the Sunflower League, which is a highly competitive league, and they're not going to state. They're 18-3 on the year, and you're gonna have teams like North and West going to the state competition in Wichita just because they were in a different regional. And I think somehow the KSHSAA should fix the process in a fashion so that you're gonna get the best teams to the state competition. They should seat them, or with the rankings, have rankings up to the end of the season and then make the regions at that time, because I don't know, 12-0 and they will not be in the state. And they did go 18-3 on the entire season. But the Kansas State High Schools Athletic Association just has a few rules that are strange. That is the same reason why you're seeing this game 72 hours after it was played, because I guess they're worried about the competition we might give them. I'm not sure. Anyway, our final score was 62-51. And Wyandotte from this region will move on to state. Also, our girls did win tonight. And I think I have that score here somewhere. East won 44-40 in overtime. And so they will move to the girls state at Wichita. Once again, our final score 62-51. This is Richard Whitehead on behalf of the entire PVTV crew saying so long and good night.